Hi everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lover's Astro and Tarot. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the creative sign of Aquarius. Hi guys, the first card that you received is actually a major arcana, the Empress. It's a beautiful depiction here if you guys want to check that out. Now the Empress is about us being in a place where life is going our way. Romantically, we feel like we have a lot to offer when we receive the Empress. Either that or you're calling somebody into your life that represents what you want. Somebody that's romantic, somebody that's kind, somebody that's giving, somebody that is really in touch with their feminine side, male or female. Somebody who really knows how to express themselves through strength, but not in a dominating way, very much in a secure, mature way. Now, the Empress can also mean a few other things. Traditionally, it means fertility, so that's always a possibility. But it also is a sign of growth romantically. When you've kind of stepped into that place where you're ready to call in the perfect partner, the Empress comes up a lot. So that's a really good thing for you guys if you're single Aquarius. Now, if you're in a situation or if you're in a relationship, it's a really good time for you to realize that you're going to be calling in a lot of people who are going to basically notice your vibe, your extra energy, your mojo that you have this month. In a relationship, I would say you're going to be able to really get and receive love this month. And the way you receive it is in a very healthy, understanding way. Now, connected to that is the Hermit, but the Hermit is in reverse. Now, the Hermit is one of those cards that's neither bad nor good. It's one of those cards that talks about our spiritual journey. So, in the upright position, if you're in a place where you're single, the Hermit can signify that you're going to be single for a while because it's talking about a spiritual journey. This isn't just you being single so you can recuperate from something else and, sort of just be on your own for a bit and then get it back together. The Hermit signifies you being in a place where you're single so that you can gain some knowledge spiritually, so that you can be in a place where you're really walking your own path without any interruptions and coming from a place where you get to know yourself inside and out. In a way, become your own soulmate in a sense. Now, when you get the Hermit in reverse, it's basically saying you're in a place where, I'm not going to say you're rejecting that spirituality, but there's something that makes you uncomfortable about being in a space or being alone the second week. It could be because it's Valentine's week, and you're in a place where you're like, wow, I really feel like I should be with somebody. But it could be more than that. It could be you being uncomfortable about, the type of relationship or the situation that you're involved in. It could be, you coming from a place of maybe the relationship isn't as out in the open as it could be, and you guys are on the low for whatever reason, and the Hermit is there to kind of make you think about the reasoning behind that, or to think about, what's the next best step. And it's okay if you're at a place where you just want to be. When the Hermit is in the upright position, it's you kind of want to be by yourself. You kind of want to have that time to yourself, to think, to self-express, to, just sort of love yourself and be with yourself. It's not a negative thing at all. And when it comes out in reverse, there's a slight rejection there on some level, Aquarius. You may just be at a place where you feel like the person that you want to be with has slightly rejected you. But it's not a out and out rejection. It's not like you broke up with somebody or anything like that. The death card isn't there. It's not a permanent sort of situation. It's more like you just feel like you're trying to better yourself. I would say that's the best way to put the Hermit, because the Hermit is always on some sort of journey for self-improvement. Now, the next card that you see for the third week is actually the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak. Now, I'll show you the Three of Swords in the upright position. I should have done that for the Hermit as well. My apologies. This is the Three of Swords in the upright position. The Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak. But when you receive it in reverse, it's very much about you being in a place where you're moving past that. So, Aquarius, you might be in a place where, you're possibly getting over somebody. And at the beginning of the month, that energy was starting to build up in you. You were starting to feel like your old self again, and you're starting to feel like things were getting to a positive place for you. And then the Hermit, vibe kind of comes along, and it might have just taken you down a couple notches. And then the Sword comes along and is more about, it's kind of a reminder more than anything else. The Three of Swords isn't a vibration that's easy to deal with, because all Swords cards have to do with our thoughts, our communication. So you might be stuck in your head a little bit about some old romance, or you might be stuck in your head about, wanting a new one and feeling like the new one that you put yourself out there with the week of the Empress didn't go the right way. If you're in a place where, that's also a possibility. But you also have somebody coming into your life towards the end of the month. It's the Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords. And this person came out in reverse. So what I will say about reverse cards or court cards is, reverse court cards have to do with our intentions or the way people handle us in a romantic relationship. When they come out in reverse, it's all about them saying they're putting themselves first. Now, realistically, when somebody does that, they're probably not putting themselves even in the best position. There's probably something still going on inside of themselves that there's a reason that there's some sort of disrespect there. So I would say don't take it personally. But at the same time, this person's communication with you isn't going to be straightforward. There's going to be some sort of deception there, or there's going to be some sort of resentment there. So I would say, watch yourself around this person. This person will show up for you in the fourth week. If it's somebody that you're interested in, I would just kind of gently, slowly back away. And, if it's somebody who's already in your life, find a way to be non-confrontational, Aquarius, and you can definitely do that. So I wish you guys all the best in February. Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't hear it from anybody else, you'll definitely hear it from me. I love you guys as always, and I will see you next month. Bye, guys.